Well, hello there, and welcome to another World Spotlight, where today we're looking at Lagon by Valou. Valou is not in Pokeball Palace, therefore he doesn't have a bowler rank, but he is a legendary bowler in the official Pokeball Discord server. He previously was known as Valentin, and this is the only total shot you will see in this video of this build because I couldn't load it up in higher than good settings. So I hope you will enjoy it nonetheless. Let's get started with the rhythm section. Alright, and here we are on the rhythm section, and as you can see I'm not completely zoomed out as usual. As I already said, I can't load this up on anything higher than good, so I can't zoom out. We'll just have to do with these screenshots of Valentin himself, or Valou it's now, so yes, he's actually finally back. For those who don't know, Valou is my favorite bowler because he is such a charming style. He also had 3 builds, I believe, in the top 10 of 2019, and one of his builds was way bigger than this one even. It was the Valley, and this one is also terrain focused like the Valley, but it's not nearly as big, luckily, so I can actually load it up. And the most important thing about this build is once again the total shot, but I can't look at that. Instead we'll just be looking at the techniques Valentin used here, or Valou, sorry, still getting used to it. It seems it's completely made for the front also, yeah, because the back is completely just not really a natural looking cliff edge with floating stones here and there. Yeah, it's not cliff edge, I know it's technically stone, but it's used as a cliff edge. There are actually cliff edges here though. So it seems, wait, let me just remove a few trees so I can expose the terrain a bit. Yes, he has loads of layers. Okay. Yes, really well done. I suck at things like these, though it seems we have a hole here. But on this scale, he did do it a bit messy here and there, like these holes, but you won't even notice these because they are covered by trees. That's the point. This thing is so big that you don't even see it. Everything is just meant to look. Everything just looks the way it's supposed to look. And damn, is this looking good? Though I must say, this is by far not his best build in my opinion, because the Valley and what is it called again? The number 3 on the top 10 of the 2019 builds. The temple complex, I think they are better, and the other temple complex he built also was better, I think. But darn, this does look good. Where was I dismantling the mountain? Here. Okay. Now, as you can see, he first had a layer of trees on top of everything that just smoothly followed a hill. And with trees he kinda covered up that the hills aren't really that smooth, because smooth hills are not possible in this game. And he just used the standard cliff edges that don't really stand out too much when you use green grounds under green trees and stuff. The only way you can actually see that there is a slope in the terrain is because, well, the cliff edges themselves, you can see the sides, because normally there would be trees over them. Don't know how far I can undo this. Don't think it will be far enough, but I can try. Nope, it's not far enough, but you can kind of see it from this side. You don't really notice that much that there's an edge here. That's because it's just covered by trees. You can't see it because there are trees everywhere, which is really smartly done, so you kind of don't notice that there's an edge. For example, here you can see it a bit, but this makes the hill look so much smoother and makes it look a lot more natural, because naturally you don't have layers upon layers. You just have just mostly smooth hills, or just somewhere kind of a cliff like these, but there are no smooth hills, so you actually kind of solved this problem really well by covering up it with trees. I think he did this in the valley as well, but I'm not sure because I never was able to load the mountains properly. I could only see in the mountains because I couldn't zoom far enough, so I kind of only saw this when I looked at the mountains. I could only see this part that he also had, which was way smaller in the valley. And by the way, I love this lake. Just the way these rocks are on the water and stuff. Even though they are the oldest rocks, they kind of do look really good still. I always struggle to combine them with the newer rocks, these. Even though they aren't quite that new, they are newer than these. Because you can know that for sure, because in first person the underside has a texture, and this one is just transparent when you are in first person. When you look at the bottom, it's just transparent. There's nothing there. You can just look directly at the sky. So this just shows that these are newer. That's the way you can actually see if an item is really old or newer. But that's just a useful side effect. And he also did really cool waterfalls. You can kind of still see these in between there, which is something you basically always want to try and avoid when you build a waterfall. And you can also see some particles going up, which you also want to try and avoid, but you don't really notice that from a really big distance. You just see that there's moving water there, nothing more really, which is kind of the point of waterfalls then. Moving water. That just adds a little bit more life to a build, which the eye likes. So, and can I say these little islands probably just they add so much to the build, even though they are so simple. And Valentin is just an awesome composer when it comes to just a build from multiple angles. But this is basically you don't see it often that the centerpiece of a build is kinda the smallest thing, because this is nothing but a backdrop, basically the trees here. It's just all your eye mostly goes towards this island here and the lake, which I absolutely love. That's not something many builds can actually pull off well, so props to him. And he also used different type of rocks, as in different colors, completely different colors. And I also like the combination of these rocks with these rocks. I actually use that combination in Caverna, which is a smaller build of mine. I built that for the Tropical Challenge in Pokeball Palace. Link to join it is in the description. As I already said, Valentin or Valou isn't in there, which is kind of unfortunate because I'd love to have him in there. So Valentin or Valou, if you're watching this, please join that. Would be much appreciated, so that we can actually give you a builder rank in the intro. Because you haven't had a previous spotlight, but you are a legendary builder in the normal Discord, so that says enough. He was the second or third legend or so, I think. No, wait, it was actually the second. He's the third newest legend, actually. Only Storm Nakamura and Diggy are newer. But he probably has the most builds of all legendary builders that he actually published and shared with the community, that he didn't just leave there in a world somewhere in a file. He just built the most of all legendary builders, which is quite impressive, I must say. And I still kind of find it unfortunate that this edge here is so clearly visible. I don't know, is this even the lowest layer? Yes, it's the lowest layer. I thought it wasn't for a second because I could see this, but this just sticks out on the side. That's it's not lower or something. But darn, is this man good at terrain? He probably is maybe the best terrain builder this game has ever seen. Could very well be. I mean, just look at the valley. That's probably the most solid terrain I've ever seen, and probably also the best. Though there are some awesome terrain builds in this community. With Dawn, imagine if Valentin would make just a dedicated Terra 4 challenge or something. I mean, Diggy and WeirdSK did an awesome job because they are also among the best Terra builders in the community, but I think Valou is just one level higher than them. Kind of unfortunate that there are no human buildings there, but at the same time I also kind of like it. That is all nature, really. Just shows how good a complete nature build can actually look. Not every build needs a life or humans in there. It can also just be nature, but it would be cool if you would have, for example, added maybe it would be cool, I don't know, I'm just about to test it. Maybe it would be cool if you had animals or something somewhere. But I don't know exactly how you would integrate them. But it could be cool. Or maybe just a giant somewhere sitting around. Let's see. One of those forest giants. Forest guardian. Yes, one of these. Sit down, please. Thank you. No, don't swim, you dickhead. All stacking. But there is... Yes, thank you. Maybe just have a few giants sitting like there on that island. Would be cool, maybe. Just an idea. Because adding more life, or things that look like they are alive, just adds to the build, like a lot. Even though the waterfalls probably already do the trick for this build. Maybe just a little bit more life would have made it even better. But darn, do I wish I could build terrain like this. But I think we've about explored the whole build, and I think we've also analyzed everything that this build has. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.